Welcome. This is Mike from HonFam4. That's the name of my eBay store, and I'm just presenting to you a wet sales or sales update for both eBay and Amazon for June 16th through the 30th, 2017. And I've had quite a few little sales, some really good sales and some not so great sales and some unfortunate mishaps, and I just wanted to share that all with you. I have nothing to hide, so I want to show you when I do something that works and when it doesn't work out so well. So anyways, let's get into it. I'll go back and forth between the actual sales page to show you when I took a best offer, and then if I got shipping or charged shipping for the item. First thing is this messenger bag. This is a kind of a niche brand for mountain biking for mostly I think like lubricants and different products, cleaning products for mountain bikes. It's Pedro's. It's a messenger bag that has like a little part of it that's made out of recycled inner tubes. I didn't see anything like it. I paid I think $3 or $4 for it at a garage sale, and let's see, I took a best offer of $50 for this, and they paid shipping. So that started off the period really well. Next up is just this little generic video camera. I got it in like a box that had a bunch of other stuff in it. So I probably paid about $4 or $5 for it, and I took a $45 best offer. It was open box. You can tell it wasn't used. It was in really good shape, and it worked and everything. So I didn't expect to get even $45 for it, but happy to get that. Pardon me. Next up is just couple of video games. I paid probably $1 each for. They sat for a very long time. I got $10 plus free. I did free shipping, so I probably netted about $5 after fees. Just one of those things where you just take a chance with a couple of bucks, and you're never going to lose money. You might just break even or make just a little bit of money. So not bad. And then I've mentioned in past videos that I'm trying to get out of clothing because clothing just doesn't really fare well for me. It seems like it's so saturated lately. So I'm just kind of what I've been doing since it's kind of the summer slowdown, I've been running little auctions and sales, and just to kind of liquidate and get rid of things. This is just one of the shirt brands that I really like. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Everybody has an issue with this, but it's Façonnable, which is what it looks like to me. It's just a basic button front shirt with a check pattern and kind of an unusual collar. I forgot what they call that collar. But anyways, I took a best offer of $11. I probably paid $3 or $4 for it at either a garage sale or a thrift store. And that's another thing, is I never go to thrift stores anymore. The prices are just out of hand in my area, the San Francisco Bay Area. So if I pick up clothing, it's got to be for $1 or $2 max at a garage sale. So let's see what's up. Okay, next is my last video. I mentioned I picked up a box where I paid $1. It had a bunch of electronic cables and different things hidden in it. I paid like $2 for the box. Found these Apple Cube speakers. They call them eyeball. They're just these clear acrylic speakers. They were in the box, and they had some issues. They had like the little styrofoam was kind of crumbling, but they're kind of iconic and people like these things, and so I ended up selling them for $44.97. I think they went to Paris. believe it or not. That was awesome. Next, so I used to pick up a bunch of mugs thinking that I was going to make a bunch of money off mugs. This was just a Disney Tinkerbell. I think I ran an auction. Let's see here. Yeah, I ran an auction with a $9.99 minimum, and I made $9.99 plus I put it in a padded flat rate, so they paid shipping too. So I paid $1 and made $10. Made a little bit of money on shipping, so I probably made about $8 net after fees and everything. So not bad. It just took a long time to sell. So this one was pretty awesome. So there's this app that you can put on your phone. I think it's called Nextdoor, and basically it's like a social media platform for your neighborhood. And people post things like, can anybody recommend a good landscaper, or I have this item that I want to get rid of. Does anybody need it? I was getting all kinds of notifications, so I turned off the notifications, and I got like a daily email with a digest of all the messages. Somebody had this Audi service manual. They said I don't need it anymore, and so I looked it up, and this thing was selling pretty well on eBay for a high dollar, and it's just this thick manual. As you can see, it's like 1.5 to 2 inches thick. I ended up just walking around the corner, picking it up from a guy, met him at a grocery store. It was free. I listed it, sold within a week for $65. Is that right? Let me just make sure. Yeah, $65 plus shipping. So that was a really nice turnaround there, going from free to $65. It was basically free money. So I'm glad I didn't. I was actually thinking about removing the app because it was just a lot of people just complaining, talking about there's a suspicious looking character walking around and that type of thing. So glad I kept it on. So it really paid off. This is a Tumi messenger bag. This was in a box or a lot at an estate sale. I guess nobody really saw the logo. I spotted it right away, and I've sold quite a few pieces of Tumi luggage. I know it's very popular, very high-end. So I paid, I think, $10 for this lot of luggage, just to get this one bag. I ended up donating the rest. It was just other suitcases and various junk. So that was pretty awesome. That sold within a couple of weeks. Let's see, next is oh, okay, so JanSport. Everybody knows JanSport's a great brand for backpacks. So here's what happened. I picked up a JanSport backpack at a garage sale for $1. This JanSport had a rip in it, so I wanted to test the theory of JanSport has a replacement. They'll either, you mail it to them, they'll either replace it or repair it. In that case, they said we can't repair it, so we're going to give you a $60 credit toward any backpack. So what I did is, I paid $1 for the original backpack that was damaged. I mailed it in for probably around $5 or $6. First class, it was very light. They gave me a credit for $60. I purchased this backpack. I ended up not liking it, and I turned around and sold it for, let's see, $42.83. So you know, for an investment of probably $7 or $8, I made $42.83 plus shipping. So that was, you know, I probably netted probably around $35 after all was said and done. So the theory is true. You can find a JanSport backpack and you can turn it in, and they'll either repair it or give you a credit towards the purchase of a new one. So I'm sure you can't do it over and over again. And then I have a bunch of old trucker hats back when they were popular on eBay and they sold. But I have a whole bunch of them. I didn't pay a thing for them. I found them at a they were in front of a store, like a general store. There was boxes of them, and I just took a handful of them, maybe 20 of them. And I sold probably like 5 or 6 of them full price, probably $30 a piece. And then the rest of these have just been sitting for a couple of years, so I decided just to run an auction. Sold this one for $5 plus shipping. As you can see, that was like very local specific. Same thing with a bunch of belt buckles. I got a bunch of belt buckles for free. This is a radio station out of San Francisco in the Bay Area here that broadcasts all the San Francisco Giants baseball games. It was just area specific. Sat for a couple of years. I finally just took a bid of $5. Like I said, I'm just trying to kind of clear out old inventory to make room for better inventory. Same thing with this Detroit Lions windbreaker. Just a Sports Illustrated, kind of a just generic, not generic, but lower end. But it's got nice colors, and if you're a Lions fan, it's got a nice embroidered logo on it. It just sat and sat, so this is what I wanted to liquidate that as well. Same with this dry fit polo. I thought dry fit polo sold well, but this one sat for a year and a half, so I decided to auction it off with a $5 starting bid. So it sold for $6.50. Same with this, another item, hat that I probably paid $1 to $2 for. It sold for $5. So there's a lot of, it's a summer slowdown, so I did kind of ran an auction to kind of shake things up a bit, so to kind of invigorate sales. Kansas City Chiefs hat. This one was let's see, it was a snapback. It had a few little issues. It wasn't perfect, and it had like somebody's initials written in it. But like I said, just clearing out some inventory. Here's another belt buckle. This one actually got 4 bids and sold for close to $10, so not too bad. What else? Same. This is an auction. Just some suspenders that sat for probably 2.5 years. So I'm glad to get $8. I probably paid $1 for them. And then this is a mug that I thought would sell really quick, and it sat for about 2 years, so I decided to get rid of it. It's like a Mickey Mouse Fantasia Disney, kind of a vintage looking. It's made out of milk glass, but that just sat. This was pretty awesome because I had 2 of these bike chains left, and somebody bought both of them, $39.90 for both of them, and I got these for free as well. So that was awesome. This is a shirt that I paid $1 for at a garage sale. I took a best offer of $10. And then this is awesome. So I found a box. I paid for, actually my wife paid for this box of decorative items, like little things that you put on coffee tables, and it had these 4 or 5 little Funko Pops, and they were loose. They didn't have a box, so I didn't really think anything of it. And what happened is, in Funko Pops without the box are usually not worth a thing, so I was almost thinking of just lotting them together, which I did. Somebody was really interested in this one, so I looked up all the Funko Pops, and it turns out 2 of them were pretty rare. And this one here, I took a best offer of $70 for this one. It was the Game of Thrones, but it had like a rare gold dragon that she was holding, which, you know, the other ones look exactly the same except the dragon's a different color, so I'll never understand that. But I'm not complaining. We probably paid $4 for this box of decorations, and so far I've sold a few of these Funko Pops. This is the very popular Robert Graham men's shirt. They always have the funky designs. I paid $20 for this shirt. I sold it for $60. So I took a best offer of $60. So tripled my money. I can't complain about that. And then here's the other, not as rare, but still collectible and with no box. I took a best offer of $18.07 for this one. So that's pretty awesome. And then I paid $32 for these New With Tags Loudmouth golf shorts, Chicago Cubs. Pretty cool, pretty funny. There's the stock photo. And let's see, did I sell them for full price? Yeah, full asking price. New With Tags, $78.97. So I was pretty glad that I paid up for these. So more than doubled my money. And then this is a hat, Gulfstream. I believe it's a brand of yacht. Can't remember, but had it for probably a year. So I paid $1 for it, sold it for $20. Okay, and then this is a lot of two more of those Funko Pops. I have one left. I think it's a Doctor Who, but these two go to the same show, Orphan Black, Helena and Cosima. I just lotted them together. They weren't really worth very much, but I got $15 plus shipping for these two. And okay, this was kind of a bummer. We paid $1 for this weird figure. It's like a wolf with like little cherubs or kids like nursing off the wolf. It's really strange, but anyways, what happened, we paid $1. It sold for $69.95 plus shipping. I packed it really well. I bubble wrapped it. I double wrapped it. It ended up going, and it only went to San Francisco. I'm in the Silicon Valley. It went to San Francisco, an hour away. It showed up. The thing snapped off the base. The legs snapped off the base. So I had to refund the person's money. So it was kind of like, yay, we made a bunch of money off $1. And shoot, it broke. And they sent me a picture and everything automatically. So it happens, you know, you never know. And this was pretty awesome. So I paid $1 for these two figurines, African. They're sort of like a collectible. They have, like, you know, the name and, you know, the artist signature, and then it shows you like how many were made. They're like limited. I paid $1. It was funny. I got another figure with these. It wasn't the same kind of figure, but that other figure broke, and so I had these two, and I listed them, and been getting best offers. I finally got a best offer of $175. Got these in an estate sale, and you know, that's pretty awesome. Shipped them. They got there in one piece, so I was pretty happy about that. Let's see here. And then this is just a guitar that I had laying around. Somebody gave me another guitar, a newer one, so I decided to sell this one. I did take a best offer, or actually no, yeah, I took a best offer of $100. And what happened is the person said, "Oh, what happened to the case?" And I put in the description that I stored it in a case, kept in a case. It says right here, kept in a hard case when not in use. Well, they were expecting this guitar with a case, and they said it was deceptive and all this kind of stuff. And then I mentioned that the guitar was restrung recently, within the last year, and they said, "Oh, the strings were rusty," and then they sort of said, "Well, I feel like I paid too much for this guitar, and you were deceptive, and give me a $25 discount or refund." So you know what? Rather than argue with the person or have them sell it back, I was glad to get rid of it. It was laying around. It was free. I didn't pay anything for it, so I just gave them $25, and they gave me a nice feedback. So I mean, it's almost worth it sometimes just to pay for that. And then this is another one of those items that I had on auction. I probably paid $1 for it 2 years ago. It just never sold, so I let it go for $3. Plus I made a little bit more on shipping, so I probably broke even. Same here, another shirt that I thought would sell but didn't, so I finally auctioned it. And then here's a phone that I got from work. I buy the old phones that people turn in, and from our facilities people, and I paid $30 for this one, put it on auction, tripled my money basically. This was kind of a bummer. This is a shirt, Territoria Head, very popular brand, high quality. I said, you know, lightly used condition with no rips, tears, or stains. Well, I guess there were a couple of snags in the shirt, and the person just complained. I mean, even though I took a best offer of $19. So I ended up just refunding them and said for them to keep the shirt, because obviously I overlooked a few minor imperfections and didn't advertise that in the listing. So sometimes you just got to, you know, humble yourself and just cut your losses. This is just we bought a large lot of plus size clothing from a person on Instagram. It averaged out to about less than $5 per item. This was just a dress right here that sold for, we took a best offer of $18.50. And then free shipping on all these. They're very lightweight. So not making a lot, but still, you know, maybe quadrupling the money, maybe 3.5 times. So can't complain about that. It's all new with tags, items. See, and to me, I mean, a lot of things are an experiment. You know, like I experimented with clothing, made a bunch of money while the market was hot, and then now I'm out of it, trying to liquidate everything. This was just a garage sale item, $1 item, another auction thing that I sold for $5. Another auction item, I sold it for $10, probably paid $2 for it. Same thing here, a thrift store purchase, a couple of bucks. They wouldn't sell. I thought they were, you know, they had the price tag and everything for, you know, original price was $150. They went down to $99 on clearance. I bought them from a thrift store for a couple bucks. They'd never sold. It might have been my terrible photographs, but finally, you know, like I said, I'm thinning out my inventory, so I was just trying to get rid of them. You might have saw the, I think it was Tinkerbell cup earlier in this video. Here's the kind of matching Mickey Mouse one. This one sat for like 2 years. I thought it would be a really easy sell. It wasn't, so I kind of made $5 plus a little bit of shipping, and there you go. Same here. This was a thrift store item I bought. It's been listed for a few years. It's all new, unused. I probably paid $3 or $4 for it. It sold for $15 on auction. Actually, let me just double check that for you. Yeah, $15 plus shipping. So that's it for the eBay stuff. Amazon was pretty quiet as well. So Amazon, I only sold this mug. Got it from a church sale for $1. Let me try to show you a bigger picture of what it's supposed to look like. Hello, my new. That's kind of funny because this is not the same cup, but it was a cup that was like new in the package, like a gift package like that. But it said, hello, my new name is Daddy, for like a new father. So that was nice. And then this is just a Honeywell air purifier filter. Let's see if I can show you a bigger picture of that. Yeah, it was just like $1 item. I sold it for $10.10. And that was merchant fulfilled. That means I store this stuff at my own home. We still have a bunch of items at Amazon, but as you might know, if you sell on Amazon through FBA, their fees are just outrageous for storage. If there's anything that's in their warehouse that you've stored in their warehouse for any length of time, the fees just get higher and higher. So I tried to get items that were really low ranks, really good ranks, and even if it has a really good rank, sometimes it just doesn't sell and you get charged for storing these items. So basically we're kind of bailing out of Amazon FBA. We're still going to sell on Amazon. We're just going to do merchant fulfilled, where we store it at our own place, just to save on storage costs. But anyways, as you guys can see, it was kind of a rough week with a lot of low income items, but it's a summer slowdown, and we're just going to keep grinding, and we'll get through this. Just looking forward to third and fourth quarters, and as you all know, that's the time when the majority of your sales happen anyways. So thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate you. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. And if you wouldn't mind, hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing, and other people will find me in the search. So thanks a lot, and happy thrifting.